Hello, everyone, and welcome to the finale of Pokemon Black. We're going to take on the champion and take our, place as the strongest trainer in the region, so yay for that. But we got two more Elite Four members to go before that, so.
Woo.
One thing that I miss in this game that they did in Heart Gold and Soul Silver is not just Elite Four rematches, but Heart Gold Soul Silver also had the gym leader rematches as well, where you got to fight the gym leaders at their max strength too. So I do like hope that one day. Well, no, they did add that in later games. Scarlet and Violet, you had to go and beat up all the gym leaders again in post-game stuff.
I have a question about Caitlyn. Okay, she's just up here on our platform sleeping in bed. Why would she sleep here?
She likes, that's her psychic thing. She sees stuff in her dreams or something.
Oh, hence the Musharna.
Yeah.
Right, this gen had that whole dream thing for street pass and whatnot.
Yeah. No, it's not Street Pass, it was with a website that is defunct.
Oh, right,
So.
that was what it was.
I never really got the chance to use it, so I don't remember the details. I know that you could get Pokemon with hidden abilities and specific items using the Dream World stuff, but and there might be workarounds to still get some of that in game, but it's mostly defunct at this point.
Yeah.
I love how games around this generation are always trying to integrate all sorts of online stuff for extras to try and get people keyed into the community or whatever. Of course, most players would just pop on to get whatever reward there was and then immediately pop off.
Goodbye.
I mean, by this point, the Pokemon...
See you next patch.
The Pokemon fan base, was already heavily established online. It didn't need the Pokemon company to, make a place for them, you know? There were already Smogon forums and Bulbapedia and Cerebi. All of these existed by this point. Hell, I think Bulbapedia might have even existed before Gen 4. Even
Cerebi, I know, is definitely before Gen 4.
Yeah, so Pokemon is one of the most well-documented video game series of all time. Pretty much everything about the game's code and workings is well known. So it's people aren't gonna, use the game's... It's the reason why Miiverse never really worked. It's nobody's gonna be oh, I'm gonna check my buddy's Miiverse posts. It's okay, by this point, if you know somebody from gaming, you're just gonna check their Twitter or Facebook or whatever instead.
Yeah. That's the ultimate lesson of the evolution of social media, is that general purpose social media is what lasted, and focused purpose social media either became general purpose over time or it disappeared.
Yeah, because it's much easier to just find a group and the bigger thing that you follow, And then the other lesson that we learned is it doesn't matter how big your platform is, if the right douchebag comes along, they can ruin it, and then it's unusable.
Pretty much.
So, there's that.
As I saw in Blue Sky a day or two ago, I am a digital hermit. I can fill any shoe that works.
That was part of the reason why I stopped using social media altogether versus trying to build a Blue Sky or whatnot. Was part of it was just that moving into a new online space, it's just a pain in the ass. I know there are plugins.
I mean, the very idea of it sounds exhausting.
There are plugins where it's just oh, if you follow these people on Twitter, the plugin can find those equivalent people's Blue Skies or whatnot. But it's just you inevitably miss some, and the idea of trying to go through it manually just seems miserable. So I'm happier without it.
Man.
Turns out, you didn't need to know that everybody was angry about the specific thing that day, and you're happier not knowing.
If there's one thing Blue Sky has over Twitter, it's that if you don't want to hear about a particular thing, you really don't have to. I am kind of glad for that. But,
is the mute function better?
Yes.
Or whatnot? Okay.
Yeah.
The mute and block feature on Blue Sky is way fucking better. That shit is scorched earth.
There are also various like community built filters that you can join and apply to your account, so that you can just like very specifically get certain things off of your timeline. Although watch out for those, because sometimes the creators of those filters get a little overzealous and wind up blocking stuff you might not want to be blocked. Other than that, you know, it's a good site. I love it. It's basically just Twitter, though.
Yeah.
It's Twitter without the suck that has infected it over the last
If you don't like an update, you roll back.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Wasn't Blue Sky made by, like, the creators of Twitter, though?
I believe it was made by
one of
the
them, yeah.
original founders of Twitter, yeah.
I don't think it was all of them, because I know...
No.
I think it's the guy who was... Like, who originally sold it to Elon, I think, just took the money and ran. Like, he's not doing anything with that anymore.
So, like, it's some of the other people in the Twitter company who did not benefit from the sale. Okay. So, what you're saying is that it's the bloodstained to Twitter's Castlevania. Only...
How dare you? You could have picked any other franchise, another example. You could have said the Mighty Number 9 to Mega Man. Or no, that wouldn't work.
That wouldn't work. Mighty Number 9 sucks.
Listen, okay.
It's fine.
So here's the thing. There's some Mighty Number 9, like, revisionist history going on right now, where people are like, oh, Mighty Number 9 was actually a good... No, it was not actually a good game.
It was a functional game that you could play. So, I guess... Mighty Number 9 is the mastodon to Mega Man's Twitter. That was part of the reason I was so slow to switch to Blue Sky, is because there were multiple Twitter alternatives over the last handful of years, as you know, the Elon Musk got stronger and stronger in there. But
there's this old XKCD comic where it's just like, man, there are too many different adapters. We need to make a universal adapter so that everybody has one system. There are now 15 different adapters that everyone must use. So it's like, yeah, when you think, oh, this is just another one of these things that's going to fall, then it's easy to be cynical until it actually establishes itself and gets the...
I think what actually got Blue Sky off the ground was just the excellent timing of stuff getting way too bad on Twitter. And everyone just migrated over because it was the thing that was in everyone's view at that exact moment.
It's just interesting, though, because there were so many individual things about Twitter getting worse and worse and worse. I forget what exactly was the straw that broke the camel's back for so many people, you know?
I don't even remember what
I think it was
was.
People who were... Oh, I think I remember now. I think it was if you were blocked someone, they could still, comment on your post and stuff like that.
Right.
I think that was the thing where people were like,
it was
okay, I'm done.
It was such a transparent effort to try and squeeze more monetization bucks out of the platform, you know, by not letting people block other people from viewing their stuff and driving up the analytics. So, and it did so at the expense of your own personal, comfort
safety?
On the platform.
Because there are definitely a lot of people who block other people for personal safety reasons, you know?
Yes.
So it's that's why block features exist. It's not just, oh, this guy's annoying, I don't want to talk to them. It's, I do not feel safe. I do not want this person to be able to contact me. That is the reason why that is there.
It's if you did not want that, there was already a mute function, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just ugh. And it was just that on top of 20 different things that Twitter had done over the past... I think it was a rapid fire space of 2-month updates or something obnoxious. Oh, that's another one of my Scarlet and Violet mains.
Yeah, Frostlass is a pretty good Pokemon. It helps that Galele has always been kind of not great, so it's an alternate version of that, which is neat. I think I prefer that to... I think I prefer new alternate evolution lines, where they split, to what they ended up doing Gen 7 onwards, where they introduce like regional variants. After a long time thinking about it, I'm not huge on the regional variants anymore. I don't know, it just feels weird to me that it's just like, for some reason, after so many generations, only here do Raichus learn how to float on their tails. It's like, it doesn't make much sense when I think about it. Because it's not like every Pokemon in a region is, geographically fitting for that region. Like, not every Pokemon, like, it's something that it makes sense in theory, but if you think about it like, so wouldn't every Pokemon be adapted to its environment? No, just this one. Just Raichus know how to float on their tails. The Pikachus don't know that. So I would rather they do the more of the split evolution kind of thing instead. Because they've been doing that the whole time and nobody's ever had a problem with that. So, yeah. That's just my 2 cents, man.
Only 2 cents. How cheap.
Yeah, especially considering how inflation's been past couple of, forevers. At this point, my 2 cents is probably like my 14 cents. And
man, I don't know if this is true or not because I never thought to confirm it, but I heard that they're going to stop making pennies.
I think that did finally go through.
Isn't that a long time coming though? Like,
yes.
Thank fuck.
It's actually funny. Getting rid of the penny is one of the only things that like was truly bipartisan. Like there were both Democratic and Republican candidates for getting rid of the penny because it's just like functionally it is just a waste of time.
Well, who fucking cares?
Yeah, and it's funny in that like the one thing that has had bipartisan support for it feels like at least 15 to 20 years took forever for them to actually do, which I guess goes to show how great and successful our wonderful government is,
All right. Well, we're done repeating the Elite Four. It's time to fight Alder at last.
I love this Elite Four. This specific room bothers me because it's not symmetrical. You are slightly off the center when you run up those stairs. They could have just made the room 1 square wider. Why didn't they do that?
Make the door and the central staircase 3 tiles long. It's not hard.
Yeah, I know. It's just so weird. Also, underrated champion track, in my opinion. I love how bouncy and fun this one is.
He's also a bug trainer.
So Alder is the only champion in this generation, right?
In this version. In in Black White 2, it's Iris instead.
Right, okay.
And Alder's just like, I don't know, done with this shit.
He looks done with this shit.
It is also, Ryan brought this up, it's neat how he's a bug type trainer, because you normally associate bug types with being like a very early game kind of thing. So I find that really cool. And he does have neat Pokemon on his team.
Although,
double paralysis.
Does the fact that he uses primarily bug types make him easier or harder?
No, it doesn't make him harder, but it doesn't necessarily make him that much easier. Bug type Pokemon don't have, they have a decent number of weaknesses, but they're not a bunch of weaknesses to Pokemon that are inherently super strong. Like a lot of bug type Pokemon are more weak because of their stats than opposed to the fact that they have weaknesses, because many bug type Pokemon evolve at level 10 and are designed to be strong. I forgot he has a Vanillux. I don't know why he has a Vanillux. That's
celebration ice cream.
If there's a bug in your ice cream, please ask for a new one.
I get the feeling that he threw the Vanillux in there specifically to counter the fire type Pokemon that a lot of bugs are weak against.
Except for the fact that ice is also weak to fire.
Ice is weak against fire, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not the best. Maybe he just had a hankering for ice cream today. I don't know.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
He's not pure bug type, but he has a lot of them.
Oh, here's a bowl.
Well, everyone loves this fucking Afro buffalo, dude.
Well, it's good that he's not a pure bug type trainer because, like, it makes sense for the gyms. I wasn't so hot on the Elite Four doing it, though. Like, being monotype in a Pokemon team is a weakness. It means that almost all of your Pokemon are going to fall to a weakness. One of the like actually kind of cool things in Scarlet and Violet is that the gym trainers who are all monotype have one Pokemon on their team who is not that type, and they get away with it because they can crystal transform and give their Pokemon an insect hat. You know, it's insect type technically.
That's actually one thing about, because Scarlet and Violet has such a wide Pokemon variety. Doing a monotype challenge actually seems like the kind of stupid arbitrary gamer challenge that might be fun. Because with the wide amount of types, you know, if I want to do, I'm going to do a fighting only challenge, well, then you can get the fighting grass Pokemon and the fighting water Pokemon and etc., etc. You know, to truly round out the team.
Because of the way the transformation system works in Scarlet and Violet, technically, any Pokemon can have an additional subtype when they transform that matches any other type.
Counterpoint, I hate the crystallized feature and pretend it's not in the game every time I play it. So, you know.
It's not bad. It's just like they wanted to do the same kind of thing that the Gigantamax system had going, but maybe not as extra.
Yeah, but the Gigantamax thing was them trying to do the Zevmu thing again, which was them trying to do the Mega Evolution thing again. And I just want them to come up with literally any other mechanic.
It's just that mechanically, I find the crystal system, like, it looks fucking stupid, but mechanically, the crystallization I don't even remember what it's called, but mechanically, I like it because you can give Pokemon a second type and strategically bust it out when you need to. Like,
my issue with it is that it goes against like the one fundamental thing. It's just like, okay, I have a water type. I strategize around it being good against fire and weak against grass. Well, okay, then I'm just gonna make it a fire type when a grass type comes out.
Here's the thing, though. Yeah, that's part of it. But like, it's almost like having a 7th extra Pokemon that you can strategically bust out every once in a while. And once you have the abilities that like utilize that Pokemon's crystal type, it becomes a fairly interesting competitive niggle.
I guess this is, if we're talking about a competitive like mindset, then I'm sure there's applications for it there. But playing the game casually, just in single player, I found it didn't add much.
Yeah, it doesn't add much to single player, but the single player game is pretty easy. The main thing though is that when you're playing against another player, the other player has no way of knowing which of your Pokemon are which crystal type until you decide to use your one crystal transformation. So you can, like, I say it's like having a 7th Pokemon, but it's actually like having a full team of 6 that you can only pull one from per battle. Almost. Like, you can completely blindside your opponent that way. And it's pretty excellent. Whereas with, like, Gigantamax, it's just like, okay, which Pokemon are they going to supersize like Rita Repulsa?
Are you not recording both things?
Way to go, Ryan.
Oops.
Well, that's one of the endings of all time.
And then everyone died.
The end. Yeah, that was Pokemon Black. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. It means a lot. You were willing to stick with us to the very end, even though I screwed up at the end with the recording there.
I didn't expect.
Not ready for that.
I didn't expect the part to end on a tangent, but okay.
Anyway, Gen 5's good. Play Gen 5.
Yeah.
Yep, it's very good.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't mean to end it so fucking matter-of-factly and anticlimactically, but the game just kind of stopped.
You know what? I'm not even going to crossfade into the end card there.